Randolph, Childress, I'm going to start with you right here.
Let's go.
Right now. Cooper Flagg will be the best player in college basketball.
No. I think he'll be really good. I just think the team is too talented. I think some of the numbers that everyone is projecting, I think Duke will be too balanced. There's too much talent. Whether he'll be the best or not, I think 15. I think he stuffs the stat sheet. I think he's 15 and 8 and probably 4 or 5. I think he'll play some, they wouldn't show their hand this early, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's playing some point forward for him, playing as a guard for him. I think they'll be probably at their best and most dangerous and impossible matchup if he is handling the ball for them. Their length, their versatility, there's not a guard on a roster shorter than 6'5". I mean, we know the talent and everyone else. So I just think it's too much talent. I just think that's why he won't dominate.
Yeah, I think that he will impact winning as much as anybody in college basketball. I don't think that he will garner National Player of the Year kind of hyper attention because I think that guys like Mark Sears are going to put up monster numbers. R.J. Davis are going to put up monster numbers. And those are going to be the guys on really, really good teams that end up kind of dominating that part of the conversation. But, I mean, if he averages 15-9, let's say 3.5 assists, 1.8 steals, and 2 blocks, which is something
sounds
that
like the best player in the country.
It sounds like someone that impacts winning as much as anybody.
Yeah, I actually think he's going to be the best player in the country, and I think it's going to be evidence whenever he's
NCAA, baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's going to be evidence. I think he's going to be in that 15 to 17 point a game range. There's going to be doubles aplenty, and I think he's going to have 5 or 6 games this year where he's up in that 8, 9, 10 assist range because I think his playmaking ability is like that. He impacts the defensive side of the floor as well as anybody we've seen, whether it's guarding the opposing team's guards, wings, or even post players at times throughout the course of the season. I think his total impact, is he the best player? I think he will be up for those National Player of the Year awards.
I agree. I think Cooper Flagg is going to be the best overall player in the country.
Yep.
Because of Mark Sears doesn't guard like that. R.J. Davis doesn't guard like that. He has all the intangibles. He makes people better. And he's elite. He's going to be elite right away on the defensive end.
Tio, I got a question. So when we saw Cooper Flagg at Peach Jam in 2023, right? Yep. We're sitting on the baseline. He's at the main court. They're playing the Boozer Twins. And we're sitting there, and Jeff is sitting next to us. Do you remember what Jeff said to us?
What did he say?
He's going to make something up now.
No, he said,
this is what he does.
Does Cooper Flagg always play defense like this? I thought he was just a shooter.
I never said that. I never said that.
But that is
here's
a
the company
quote.
He would be joining.
The question,
okay, back to facts. Here's the company he would be joining. Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Zion Williamson. I do have a bit of a hot question for you, and then I'm going to get to you. Do you think Cooper will exceed in terms of buzz and hype, daily type of talk, Zion?
Probably not. Because,
No?
again, Zion was so electric. He had the Sports Center highlight every single night.
And he was an action figure.
Right.
I think there was something otherworldly about him. Sorry to interrupt.
What's your point?
Again, I think the team is this team is loaded. And I think it's there's
But
just
are
too
they
many.
loaded with score? Like, they have that many.
But
Zion's
he's not a scorer.
No, but he'll average 15.
But Zion's
You said it.
Zion's team had R.J.
Cam
Barrett
Reddish.
and had Cam Reddish. Like they had a ton of talent too.
But there was a 3-headed monster. I think this team has more depth. I think this
That
team
is
is
true.
extremely
Yes.
more depth. I think the second unit of this team is depth. That team was led by those 3 guys. Barrett shot it every time he did it, and
You also have, listen, let's say it what it is. You have a white guy at Duke. Everybody's going to be paying attention. They're going to love him or they're going to hate him.
no. You're going to love
gonna
him
be the
to
villain?
cheer for him, and you're going to hate him playing against him because he's that good. The only thing I'll say about freshman guys is that I think there's a guy up in Rutgers.
Yep.
That's a freshman that's going to put up
He's
hella
at
numbers.
Rutgers. Nobody cares.
They will with
see.
Bailey.
Dylan
We'll
Harper
see.
or Ace Bailey?
I think Ace Bailey. I think Ace Bailey will make you talk about Rutgers as much because numbers-wise. This
They're not-
team
they're not
Here's
gonna
the
win
difference,
anything.
RC.
they're not going to win anything.
they're not gonna
This
win.
Duke team is loaded.
The numbers that
I
he's
just think the
asking for an
numbers
interview?
are, I just think he's going to be on a team that if he scored 20 and 19, 20 a game, something's wrong.
Okay, that's interesting.
If they need him to do that.
Let's